Hey, what's up everybody? This is Yuttho here. We're in Jaguar's Quarry with Tamarina Island in the distance in during OmegaCo. Firstly, I want to say that during OmegaCo will be now following a Tuesday-Friday schedule because this is my final month of my semester, so things are going to get like really hectic with all the workload and stuff. So I actually have like a presentation today, so I have to like dress up like business casual and stuff, and you know, wish me luck. So what I want to share with you guys in Jaguar's Quarry is that this is the finalized version, yes, and let me go over the changes that I've made, or small additions or modifications. Is that obviously I finished the quarry, what I wanted to put inside. I have like 2 ore mines here, and I linked up these 2 OmegaCo factories with the pipeline here, as you can see. So it runs along through this whole thing, and I have like, you know, these extractors that extract oil and ore at the same time, but in this area it's just ore only. And I think that's pretty much it in this city here, because the quarry took a lot of work. I know from the last episode a lot of people didn't like watching me go through that whole like tedious process. I know it's like very painful to watch and boring or whatever. I mean, I wanted to share the reason why I did it like that is because, you know, there's like constantly new people joining SimCity every day, and they always want to ask questions like, well, how do you raise a road and stuff like this. And I also want to show them like some terraforming techniques that you could do, like making this quarry and stuff. You know, you can just push things around in the earth, manipulate the game in certain ways, and yeah, of course it does take a lot of time, but for now on I'm not going to do that. I'm going to time-lapse the material if I ever do that again, so sorry about that for those guys that sat through it or skipped 20 minutes of it and stuff like that. Yeah, so here we are in Jaguar's Quarry, and we're going to jump into the next city here. Hope you guys had a lot of fun here watching the quarry construction of the OmegaCo factories. I mean, look at this pipeline just going through the mountains and stuff, and the quarry over here. I mean, I always wanted to make these steps type of design here, where it just kind of like contours with the terrain of the mountainside. And we have a landfill here. A lot of detail. Also the symbolic purple smoke of OmegaCo. But let's see more of that purple smoke in the next city, shall we? So let's jump on over here next door to Anaconda Bay. Okay, welcome to sandbox mode. Yes, thank you. Okay, this is Anaconda Bay now. Firstly, I want to change the name of the city to just remove Bay and put Port of Anaconda. There we go. I mean, I guess, let me see if that has, yeah, Port of Anaconda Bay. Nah, Anaconda's much better, or more formal. Alright, so, let's see, let me turn on the grid lines here, or just turn on, because this is pretty much what we have to work with. And let's check out the resources where the oil and ore are. And coal, there's no coal, there's ore, so let's like cut this area in half. So now we have like something like this. Let's highlight it with some roads. So this area is, these 2 areas are with ore, and then we have the, pretty much this whole thing right here is oil. So what we can do is have this square right here just mixed with the OmegaCo factories, because I think they're like the ore and oil are like right on top of each other, so we can extract them at the same time. Okay, what I want to do with this type of plot is I want to make this look like a very realistic, or you know, with the SimCity tools provided and stuff like that, I want to make it like a realistic port, like Port of LA or Port of Vancouver, Port of Houston. You know, if you ever looked at ports from space or satellite images, if you were just ever curious. Here we go again with the arcology. Fireworks? Yes, we have fireworks. See, that's like in SimCity 4 here. We just open up a new city and there's already like automatically fireworks right there. But alright, so I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I wanted to do like a realistic type of port where we kind of have like this. If you've ever seen ports, they always have like a lot of channels. So we might see a lot more of these regional freeway trenches to carve out some rivers and stuff like that. So I'm probably going to carve out some portion right here or something. So. But firstly, I want to separate this into maybe 3 quadrants. I think 3 is good enough for this type of map size. So let's delete these roads. And what I mean by that is that I want to make it kind of like columns. Once we delete all these roads here, let's just mark the edge of the map here with this dirt road so we know what we're working with, and for measurement purposes too. Alright, so let me see if I can get that. Is that guideline on? No, it's not. Okay, so this is going to be kind of like the first column, as you could say, and then we'll have another column once I get this highlighted. That's the second column. Okay, I guess we're having 4 columns now because we have enough space for 4 columns. But pretty much I want to have like, I'm not going to do like a very big interchange or anything. This is going to be kind of like a freeway, and there'll be like kind of like ramps coming off of it and stuff like that. So that way it's not like there's not just one giant 4-way interchange in the middle or something. It's just expressway with a bunch of ramps and stuff like that. But I am going to make like kind of like a big bus station by the freeway. It's like a big hub. And now let's start with, let's see what kind of coastline we're going to do with this type of setting here to make the rivers. I want to make the rivers first, so we can kind of like have an image of what kind of port we're working with, like what areas are. Let me make this dirt road again. Don't want to. Kind of don't want. Don't want this area to be affected. So let's start with this. Okay, so this is the finalized, I believe it's, yeah. Now I just want to put some roads here to add the concrete wall along them. Let's do that. Get some concrete walls. Well, that's not good enough. I'm gonna have to be kind of careful here. Let's go on this side. It's like all these shipping channels here. Pretty much what it all is. Now, I don't know about this. I think this is just... I guess we could keep it like that. That's a little weird, but... We'll just do it like this. If the roads would stop. Okay, there we go. Because they were like trying to snap onto the underwater roads. Unfortunately, I don't think we can have kind of like a breakwater. Maybe if we roads overlap. What is overlapping here? That sucks. Maybe if kind of like trim these up, and they'll be better. Whoops. I think we might have to trim this again. Let me see if I can put this. Okay, now we kind of like cut up, made the thing kind of too short. Whoops. But yeah, I think that's a good breakwater here. Now let's see if we can add like kind of like a more natural, or not natural, but something that's more roundish like this. And maybe around here would be good. Yeah. Okay. Cut these out. Now let's finish up the concrete walls over on this side. Alright, so now we have this port area. I mean, yeah, we used up a lot of space in the map already. We don't have a lot of building space. But, you know, if I wanted to make it look like a realistic port, just try to imagine that, you know, these boundaries are not here. We're just focusing on a specific area of the port from like a satellite view. And we're kind of trying to replicate that. Now we're just going to find out. Let's see, I want to make... I think what I want to do is like... I want to put some train tracks. Like, just imagine you're going down this avenue, and let me futurize it. Okay, just imagine you're going down this avenue or freeway, and then off to your right you see like trains. So I mean, I think that'll be a cool sight to see. I think I'm going to sink it, but first let's get a ruler out to put, because we might have some ramps and frontage roads along this freeway, so let's try to put that into the calculation. Delete that, put 2 of them. Alright, now let's make the train tracks. Get it. And we'll put 2 down. If I can get it side by side. Here we go. Now I gotta find out like a good place to put the rail yard. But the thing is, like, we have to keep in mind of this oil area right here. So let me see if I could actually I'm gonna make all these high densities because them with the green on it, the green texture of the low density road just does not look right in a very industrial type environment. I feel like these roads are more kind of suited towards the academy type of style because of the green, and the OmegaCo is just always dark. No, like even the parks look like they're made for like just for the academy type of cities because they're green and stuff. But you know, that's just speaking about the themes and stuff. So I want to make like a big bridge here, like a suspension type of bridge. Since we have like that little gap there. But let me just get a type of I want to raise this actually. Always these skies bridges, and I just destroyed that on accident. Okay. Alright, let me fix this again. Okay, so now I kind of fixed that up, and I didn't want to spend more time on this particular thing here. So maybe I was thinking of like using just some type of barrier between the channels or something for like the ships to go through, like if they want to go that way and stuff like that. So I'm just going to leave that be, and now I'm just going to continue where I left off, which was make this type of mound for this highway bridge that I want to do. Let's get that going. And I want to like first I want to do like this first, so that way I have like, you know, the exact placements for this. Delete that. Actually, I'm gonna delete that again, and then let's do this. Suspension type of bridge. Okay, that is not the best way well, actually, is that even high enough for a type of like a ship? Maybe I'll make it taller. Let me see. And I might extend this out so I can get, so that way the bridge doesn't look like unproportional. I just hate how it has like this really steep slope. I just have to do this again. I mean, this is like perfect right here. I mean, but because of how the game is, I think I'm gonna just have to. I think that's what I'm gonna settle with. Something like that. Not too high, or with the slopes wise on the ends of it and stuff like that. And it looks relatively, you know what, I'm just gonna fix it. It just looks, it's not like the suspension part is just not even, if you know what I mean. Maybe something like this. Well, that looks weird. That cruise ship just went through. Alright. Maybe that is... Actually, nah. I think I'm going to move it over here. Oh, shoot. Whoa. I'm going to move the suspension bridge over here, so that way it can kind of like take up this thing over here. So let's try to make like a... too curvy. Hopefully that's good. Oh, that is perfect. It's like right in the middle, and it's like, yeah. I like how like the pillars just goes right on top of the green part. That looks really cool. Okay, now we just have to like put this. I'm gonna have to connect that somehow. I don't know how exactly, but I'm going to make this go over here, and then maybe we're gonna replace this road here with the avenue. I mean, I suppose we could attach it. I mean, does that overlap? I think it does overlap. Yeah. I need to leave this. Let's do it this way. Actually, I want to put this back so I can get that concrete wall. And I'm going to make this separate, like, dang, what the heck. Alright, well, so what I meant it was I'm going to raise this up again. Kind of do this. So now we have something like this. It kind of like just goes right over, and then we can. I wonder if I can make kind of like. I don't think I can make kind of a concrete wall on the beach. I wish I could though. I mean, that's pretty much the best I could, which is like a hill. Yeah, because I can't get it close enough to get this. Not enough simoleons. Great. Yeah, I just don't know how I'm gonna. I don't think I can make it happen because it's just too close to the water. I mean, I suppose we could use the regional freeway. Let's try that. Let's use the freeway. Should be able to, like. Almost. So I'm gonna try it again. Oh, I should have done this in the first place. Like, make this whole thing kind of like concrete wall. The problem is that you kind of have like this beachhead area that's not correct. Yeah, it just doesn't work. Like, I almost had it, but maybe if I just get on the sand part, or maybe right. I don't think the sand part worked. Somehow it worked, like. Oh wait, I think we got it. Here we go. That is awesome. But that might look a little... yeah, it's okay. It's a little too tall for my type of taste. But... let's see. I don't know if this road can actually attach to that road. Let's see if we can... No, I can't. I know this type of issue before. This is where the road just becomes too high and just does not interact with anything. Like, when you can't really connect a road to it, it just doesn't work. So let's try it again. This thing does not have a very good curvature of things. Maybe something like this. Oh, forget it. It just doesn't work. Now let's try to make like kind of like a elevated road. Just gotta get this the right height. Or way too steep. I don't want it like that. Maybe something like this. Yeah, this is good. Something along the lines of this. And now we have... we're gonna have to connect this interchange with something, or this road right here. I think we're gonna connect the interchanges over to this part of the map right here. And I don't know where I'm gonna put this. Maybe I'll put it like... maybe I'll make it go over again. Yeah, let's try that. This won't be in the suspension bridge though. Okay. Smooth that out. No, that's kind of like dipping into a weird... it's not... oh wow, that was crazy. Okay, that looks good. Now we just have to finish up along the coastline here. I want to put like... if we could... no, I'm going to do that later. I just don't know what to do with this exactly. Maybe I'll put like some kind of... maybe I'll put a railroad track. Railroad track along the coastline here. And this... the railway will go like right here. Something along the lines of this. That looks good. Or maybe if I could make it contour with like alongside this thing or the bridge. If I could. Let's just try it. I just want to see what it looks like. Cut that out. Don't cut the bridge out. It's overlapping something. Nah, it just doesn't look right. I think it'll be better if it was off. I mean, this wise, like right beside the avenue, maybe it'll look good, but I think I'll stay with the other idea, which is to make the railroad track over here. So let me see what this looks like from space, or, you know, aerial view. Does that look like a good port? Yeah, the breakwaters make it look nice too, and we got like a lot of shipping channels, and we can see Jaguar's Quarry over there. I mean, like, just imagine this, like, this whole area all gray, this whole giant seaport area. Imagine, like, this has, like, shipping channels, too. I think this will be a good design. Now we just gotta... maybe if... I'll connect this for now, and probably when you get back to the next episode on Friday, I'll have, like, some things laid out, but I'm not going to do it completely, because then it'll just be like a waste, kind of, or not a waste, but you won't see some of the things that I've developed. Maybe, I don't know how I'm going to make this. I think I'm just going to make the ramp like this. Something along the lines of this. Here we go. Why that's kind of like sloping upward. Make it a little bit straighter, or straight. Move it up a bit. Doesn't look right. The sloping is just kind of funky. Alright, so now that looks nice. Now let's make this, put some industry out so we can have some buildings to actually see what it would look like. Maybe if put some buildings in here. We'll put that down. And I also got to start buying power and stuff. Let me see. That's a lot of power available. We're probably going to make our own power too, or not power, but like water and sewage here, because there's going to be a lot of OmegaCo factories, like a lot. I just want purple smoke everywhere, purple haze. Sounds like a tobacco store, but let me see where this. Okay, we have this oil field right here, and then we have the ore. I think I'm going to focus on the ore first in this portion, because it'll be easier. Probably going to do it this way. Put the VTOL pads. Dang, I hate that. It's like doesn't want to remain straight. It's like it wants to snap onto the other thing there. And I'm going to try to like experiment more with the pipelines, see what I can do with them. I suppose that looks okay. Let's see if I can put this across. Whoops. I mean, does that look weird? What huge pipe going over a channel? I don't know. Put some even spacing in here. Maybe like that. That will be the last one. That might be a little too redundant, like kind of like parallel, or not parallel, but just kind of like a repetition. But I'll try to fix that out later. But here we are in port of Anaconda. I'm going to call this an episode. I'm trying to figure out what else we're going to do here. We're going to add like some interchanges, make a giant train yard. Unfortunately, we already used up a lot of space already for these shipping channels, and we're just gotta have to find out what to do exactly next to get this rolling, or work out, I guess you could say. It just doesn't fit. But yeah. I'll see you guys in the next episode on Friday. Have a good Tuesday, or in the rest of the week.